Alright, you're welcome. In this video, we'll be talking about our choice of phones. Okay. Your phone is very important. Okay, so whatever you try to design. Okay. Now, there are cases whereby you need to use script phones, you need to use straight phones, you need to use um, fiction, science fiction like kind of text and all that. Okay. So, like what we did on our past video, that when you take a look at the design concept, what other people are doing in that genre, in that love and romance, or in marketing, or in weight loss, okay, or fiction, fantasy. Try and look at the kind of text they use, okay. In fantasy, you see them using kind of thick fonts, okay, and sometimes they add scripts. Now, what actually matters is it does not really matter the the font name that you choose. What matters is let the font be legible. Okay, people should be able to read it. Okay, and one thing that will help you in knowing the fonts to use is, take for instance, when you visit thefont.com, you see over here they'll tell you cartoon fonts, comic fonts, old school fonts, color fonts, western type of fonts, distorted, destroy, and all that. Okay. Science fiction fonts, all right. Um, calligraphy, script fonts, alien type of fonts, okay. Horror fonts, okay. And this is 1001 freefonts.com. If you look at it, it is more even categorized, okay. You're looking for 3D fonts. First of all, you should go through other concept. When you've gone through other concept and you see the kind of text they are using, okay. Take for instance, let's say we are designing a fantasy cover, okay. Now we see fantasy here. Let's go to fantasy. Now you see lots of covers here, okay. These are great. Remember what I said, a rule of thumb is your fonts should be legible, okay. Now this is a very cool font, Endor, okay. I make use of Immortal sometimes, okay, for your fantasy covers, okay. um as you look through, you will find you can even make use of something like this for horror covers, okay. When you start when you see the text being broken and all that, okay. The more you go through, you find more forms, okay. On your files, the files I will provide, I'm providing you with lots of forms, okay. So you can actually go through them and see what um, will be fine. Then let's say horror. Let's look at horror. Okay, horror is here. Okay. Now you see what is there. This is a very nice font. Okay, which I make use of this font 28 days later. Very nice font. Very nice font. I make use of that a lot. And this Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, still make use of it. Okay, I make use of Capture It. I don't know if it's here. And this one is still another one, Demonisk. Okay. These are some of the fonts you can use for your covers. All right, let's say fiction, let's say science fiction. Okay, so science fiction here. Okay, science fiction. Sorry about me sniffing and all that. I had quite lots of late nights. So it's actually telling on me now. Don't know why this thing's taking time to load. My network is okay. So what's up? Exactly. Okay, we looked at horror fonts. We wanted to look at science fiction fonts. Okay, so you can see some science fiction font. I have this font space, okay, and this starts at D, okay, and Saucer Metal Lord, and this architect, okay, I make use of that also. I have this Electra, but I don't really make use of it that much. Okay, so these are some of the phones you can go through them and find what exactly will work for you. Then rounded phones, some rounded phones they work for your romance covers, okay, depending on the romance, okay. Um, let's say Western, okay, Western, okay. You can see Western covers that involves cowgirls or cowboys and all that. Just some of the phones. I make use of this font, okay. Bone stand down, okay. And this one also bleeding cowboys, Marlboro. So those are some of the few fonts I use. And see Scratch. You can use Scratch on some paranormal covers also. Paranormal covers. This will work for some paranormal covers that you have ripped guys, like the one we have over there. Like when it involves Vikings, okay, biker types of covers, okay. This phone like this crashed later on VTKs, okay, Vikings, okay, this gates, okay, and okay, those are the two phones I found impressive. Then this Bristol font, okay, yes, and then for scripts. Let's look at script fonts. No, okay, script fonts. Script fonts will work for your. Sorry about that. Script fonts will work for lots of romance covers. Okay, script fonts will work for lots of romance covers. Okay, so you find that paranormal romance or um, um, gay romance or no, but the fact that it's romance, it is going to work. Okay, script fonts will work. Okay, but you should always try and choose the right script fonts. Most of the time, don't use I don't use it all the time. Sometimes I might just use a letter of it. Okay, that's Cornelia script. I use Great Vibes. I use Before the Rain. Okay, um, um, last last later. Those are some of the fonts I use for romance. Okay, so that will be it for how to go about your romance sort of cover. Another thing you can do is you go to Google and you say, let's say for science fiction, say best science fiction fonts. Let's see the result. So you see lots of fonts here. Okay, let's see what this thing is saying. And this is 101 which we've already seen to take give us same uh, stuff and all that. Then you see hand picked three fonts, okay, 25 hand picked for science book covers. Okay. So you could do a little Google search to see what people saying about your genre. Okay, I can start telling you about each font. Okay, what? Because I really don't know the kind of cover you're going to put up or the feel of the cover because the feel of your cover and the layout, okay, determines the text you actually want to use, okay, for that particular cover. So you will find some fonts here that may prescribe, given or recommended. Yes, they recommended here. And let's see what this person is saying here. Okay, 40 science fiction covers. Alice Murphy, Solid, Alien League, Alien Resurrection, Back to the Future, Batman Forever. There is this other font, Matrix. There is the font, Planet of the Apes. You see, so you can see some great fonts, okay, which you can use for your covers. Stargedic, which I told you about. I think we found that on. I don't know what was. I think this was on 1001 free fonts. So this is what you can also do to see what will work for you. Okay.